In Namibia, cycling isn't just a sport, it's a way forward.
I don't only ride for myself, I ride for a community, I ride for a nation.
From handcrafted bicycles and solar-powered mobility,
A significant amount of the value add is being done inside the country.
We're actually producing products that's worthy of being on a global stage.
to grassroots cycling programs shaping the country's next generation.
Through cycling, the kids here at Play are taught discipline and resilience within the field.
This is a story of movement, momentum, and making change on two wheels.
The bicycle really saved me and it changed my life.
This is Inside Africa, peddling progress, Namibia's cycling revolution. Tucked into the quiet town of Omaruru, a small workshop hums with heat and vision.
My name is Dan Craven.
So we can take this one out.
I'm born and raised Namibian. This is my hometown of Omaruru, where I have founded Anguza Bicycles, and we are now building, creating, and selling bicycles to places like London, New York, Melbourne, and around the world.
Dan Craven, former Olympian, returned home to build something the world didn't expect. Handmade bicycles in an often overlooked corner of Namibia.
Very important.
There's so many things that have inspired me to create this company. I've been a professional cyclist. I've raced 2 Olympic Games. So the more I've seen the world, the more I realized how amazing this place is that I come from, and that Namibia is honestly, it's a land of makers. So many people are just able to pick something up, change it, make it, turn it into something else. So what happens if you take the ability to make things, which is world class, and you add in other world class ingredients? So if you get steel tubing from Italy, you get a master frame builder from England, and you get different parts machined from California, and you add them all in, and you have all of these ingredients that are all world class, and you take that world class skill and you turn it into a product that is desired in a place like New York City.
The team here craft each bike with care.
My name is Petrus Mufenge. I'm working in Anguza. My job, I'm cut the head shop. That is my job. For me, this is a dream.
Every slot, every angle, every tube, cut, filed and brazed by hand.
We work with fractions of millimeters, fractions of angles. You have to be able to cut a round tube at a specific angle, like 7.7 degrees. Maths was definitely a challenge, but the thing is, you can't teach someone who has no textile ability to be a master with their hands. That's not something that can be taught. Maths can be taught. Anyone can learn maths. And so we found the guys with the right characters, the right personalities, and the right abilities, and then slowly taught them the maths and the other things that came with it.
In this sunlit space, bikes come alive. It's about more than metal. It's about proving what's possible.
We're selling bicycles. In New York, we have people in New York City who recognize our bicycles and wear t-shirts with our names on them. Right, that's wild.
Beyond the bikes, it's about changing those narratives.
If something is handmade, you know the names of the people who built it. You know how many hours and how much precision and the sweat equity that went into making it. When you swing your leg over, you kind of feel like you're on a very different adventure simply because of the story that comes with the product. We don't make the fastest bikes in the world. We don't make the most modern tech. But that's not our objective. Our objective is making something that makes the owner feel like they're on an adventure. Feel like this is the kind of story I want to tell.
Before dawn one morning, Dan is paid a visit. Olivia Shililifa and Tuhafeni Hamunjebo are young, driven, and share the same passion for cycling and Namibia. They're going for a ride into the Namibian countryside. A few checks are needed on the bikes before they hit the road. Olivia is a budding young cyclist. She dreams of one day joining the Namibian national cycling team and ultimately qualifying for the prestigious Olympic Games.
What it means for me to get on my bike is it's a breath of fresh air. It's relaxing and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I don't only ride for myself, I ride for a community, I ride for a nation, I ride for the young girl that is at home.
Her love of cycling was born in an after-school program called the Physically Active Youth, or PAY. That's where she met Tuhafeni, a mentor and former pay kid himself. He now is a mountain bike guide, helping to build Namibia's biking tourism industry.
The whole country is actually a beautiful place for cycling, both mountain biking and gravel biking. The long open roads, and then we have beautiful trails all around, all the way running down towards the south. We have beautiful trails for cycling. So in my own words, I would say it's a cycling paradise.
Along with Dan, they head out across the Omaruru River, through hills and gravel tracks.
We're out here just scouting for trails for future tours and just seeing where we could ride in the next tours. So we literally just scouting. I wouldn't say it's a job. I always say I'm paid to go on holiday because of the awesome places I get to visit, and it costs me nothing.
More than just a ride through the Namibian countryside, Dan, Olivia and Tuhafeni are driving Namibia's cycling revolution. In Windhoek, Namibia, the day is just beginning for a small business that wants to make a big difference.
We are at Ebikes for Africa microfactory, where we manufacture e-bikes here.
This company is on a mission to transform mobility across the country and the continent.
My name is Samantha Manyakara. I'm a girl from Zimbabwe. I'm a mechanical engineer here at Ebikes for Africa.
Samantha is part of a team working hard to design and manufacture electric-powered bikes.
So I see you've got here the lines in the sun. This is the check sheet basically that you're working on.
It's the dream of co-founders Marita and her partner Bernard.
Ebikes for Africa started 10 years ago exactly as a really small sort of backdoor garage. We actually started in a shipping container with one mechanic, myself and my partner. So we've evolved quite a lot through the years, but it's always been focused on electric mobility.
The company says electric-powered bikes can help fill a big gap in the transport needs of Namibians. Cars and taxis can be expensive. Buses, often not as convenient. Traditional bikes, exhausting on the many hills of the city.
Transport is quite a big struggle in Namibia. People in Windhoek specifically spend up to a third of their disposable income on transport alone. So we realize there's a big need to bring something more affordable into the market.
That's like covered, okay, like a nice, okay. You can pull out like this. The e-bike just gives so much more accessible than normal bikes. So let's say that 10 or 20% of the population are as fit that they could cycle 5 kilometers to work, but the other 80% are not. Some people are really too old to cycle, or some people are too young, but we open up the possibility for people using bicycles or two-wheelers from only a few to a mass market.
For Namibian roads, the firm wanted to design a bike that could withstand the rugged terrain.
This is the African bush bike, our latest model. We designed it for the rugged terrain that we have here in Africa. It has puncture-proof tires, and then it's made from mild steel so that it's strong. It doesn't easily break in the terrain when people are riding. It's a very successful bike because it's well loved by farmers. It's used by anti-poaching and wildlife organization because it's an electric bike, so it's silent, so they can ride in silence.
Beyond simply selling bikes, Ebikes for Africa focuses on local manufacturing, offering training and creating employment opportunities.
I'm proud of it because it's a product I designed with the team. We turned into a vision, we turned into a real product within 2 years, and it's on the market, I think over 50 bikes. It's so fun to see like students in UNAM, NAS, universities using the bikes.
I've learned how to assemble a bike with my time here, and I now know how to also service a bike. When I came here, I didn't know how to use a power tool, and yeah, they taught me how to use a power tool. Now I know about the solar system, the batteries, the motors. Now I can open up a battery and fix it.
We thought, why don't we make a utility e-bike? Actually something that is affordable, that is easy to maintain, and one of the main aspects is that a significant amount of the value add is being done inside the country. And this is why we manufacture our bikes locally.
The company is giving back to the community, helping out the community group called the Physically Active Youth, or PAY program.
Ebikes for Africa did donate this project to us. It's an initiative that we are really proud of, that we are really appreciative of, because it contributes towards to our operations. So the Ebikes for Africa donated to us about 25 bicycles, where we are renting them out to our locals, especially students. We are promoting self-sustainable when it comes to the learners, the students around the city. They are actually riding through. They are no more going to say, I'm not going to classes because I don't have transport. Every single month we collect an amount up to 14,000 to just help us inject back into our operations. And that is petty cash. We buy snacks, fruits, and all the other stuff that we need to keep pay going.
The e-bike company also wants to help drive ecotourism in Namibia. Today, out at Yellowstone Trails, the team is installing a solar-powered e-bike hub. The business hopes its bikes will make exploring the scenic countryside even more accessible and eco-friendly.
Ebikes for Africa has set up a rental service where customers can come rent out the bike or mountain biking, explore the nature, see the scenes, and enjoy the nature.
Ebikes for Africa says this is more than just a bike business. It wants to be a movement towards giving people power over their transport needs, helping the environment, and empowering young people.
The experience we gained and the mistakes that we made and we learned from, that we can bring that to other people.
Even though our population is so small, our country is huge, but we're actually producing products that's worthy of being on a global stage.
Before day has broken, the streets of Windhoek, Namibia are buzzing. The anticipation, the energy, the excitement of a race day.
Yeah.
And the full moon behind us. How good is this view?
I saw that yesterday. It was
classic.
amazing.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Olivia.
All right.
Up-and-coming cyclist, 22-year-old Olivia Shililifa has been training for this for months.
Nervous, obviously, but excited. Can't wait to see what the day has for me. And I'm just hoping for the best. You know, whatever I have, I'm just gonna try to use that.
The trick here is to have your weight balance. Try keeping balance with your weight.
The road to Getcha to the starting line began here at the Physically Active Youth Program. Its goal is to empower young Namibians by combining sport and education.
I'm Justina Shikongo and I'm the admin and English tutor here at Physically Active Youth, a center that is catering education, which is holistic education for the kids for the past 21 years. Physically Active Youth is a center that is open to the community, which is actually providing education to the kids with disadvantaged backgrounds, and we are doing that through a holistic approach where we are enabling sports development, which is cycling and soccer. Through cycling, the kids here at Pay are taught discipline and resilience within the field, which is very important because they take it back into the community on how to behave and how to do well in their schools.
It's here where Olivia developed a love of cycling.
Being able to come back and just giving back what I have learned. It doesn't feel like 4 years ago, but I mean it's 4 years back where I also found myself in the shoes. What separates Pay from any other organization is the family, first of all, and I'm very big at that. I love when a place is having unity, love, that there's no other way to break that. If there's no love, then there's no way that you can function, you know. And I believe also the sport, when the sport meets education, and I think that is what makes this place what it is.
All right, Coach Olivia is going to take over with the next obstacle.
And it's where she met one of the mentors, Tuhafeni Hamunjere.
Keep on riding.
He also took part in the Pay program when he was younger.
The bicycle really saved me and it changed my life.
Born in Katutura, Tuhafeni's path began on a beat-up BMX. Today, Tuhafeni hits the gravel roads of Windhoek, scouting scenic new mountain biking routes. He's been able to turn his passion into a career. These aren't just rides. He's investing in the future of cycling tourism in Namibia.
I do actually see myself doing this for the next 15, 20 years. I just want to have more and more tourists come to Namibia and go on some mountain biking tours. If I could design a cycling trip around Namibia, it would have a little bit of everything. There's a lot to offer. We have single tracks, we have open gravel roads, we have short, steep hills, so I'll just do a poikie course.
His journey from Pay Kid to pro cyclist to local cycling guide is a story of full circle transformation.
It's such a special feeling being able to give back to the Physically Active Youth Program, the program that shaped me. I am who I am today because of the program, so it's just the right thing to give back to the program. So eventually we'll make the cycle smaller and smaller, and then we'll see who the last man is.
And he has high ambitions for the youngsters of the country.
Dream for the next generation of Namibian cyclists will be to see a black Namibian at the Olympics. That would be a dream come true for me.
So in a straight line we walk, like we usually do, no?
It's a dream that Olivia shares too.
I'm riding for the generation that is behind me. So the kids that Pay, my family, everyone that is really inspired, and if you put your mind to it, it's possible. If I can touch that child, that it doesn't need to be 1 billion kids, just one child to make, because I know that feeling. I know that feeling of not believing in yourself, you know. Not everyone believes in you. And so I'm gonna get emotional.
Okay, it's okay.
The journey has really been, it's been really hard.
She really is courageous, and the discipline that she has put in makes it amazing.
That discipline and training is what has brought Olivia to this big day. The starter gives the go-ahead, and the riders surge forward. Before them, a grueling long-distance race from city, across stunning landscapes, and back again. As always, Olivia's mother is there to cheer her on.
It's very rare that girls of her age take up a bold step, especially in the kind of sport that she is doing. People now know Olivia through this type of sport. Myself, as a mother, the family, the entire family, and a whole lot of our friends are really, really proud of her for what she's doing.
I was so shocked that I had the legs. I had legs to climb. Unfortunately, I got a puncture the last 20 Ks, and there's nothing I could do but just to finish. This is what we get as an athlete. It's never always the good or the sunshine, but we keep pushing and hoping for the best. I know my time will still come, definitely. Maybe it's not now, but we still just keep on pushing and believing.
As Olivia crosses the finish line, the emotion is real. She rides not just for herself, but for her family, her community, and the next generation.